guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm so glad you're here to join me today. In today's video, we are going to be washing my car. It's very dirty and very nasty. So we're going to take it through one of those quick washes at the back of the gas station, and then we're going to take it home and clean out the inside. So follow along with me, grab something to drink, and let's get started. After we get done with this, we're going to go home and we're going to make a freshie to hang on the inside of my car when it's all done. So to get started, we've got some scent beets that I've already had curing, so they're already dry and ready to go. And then I've got a nail to put a hole in it to hang from. And then we're going to use this little bitty spoon right here to scoop out some of this mica powder right here, the brown, that I'm going to be coloring my scent beets with. And then this is just like a little silicone spatula to smooth over the edges. And then I'm going to make a cute little Highland cow. This is the silicone mold, so it's nice and bendable and it's flexible, and it can go in the oven. Very safe, and it won't get damaged or anything. So I'm going to put it on a cookie sheet on parchment paper. And I'm going to preheat my oven to 280, and let that preheat really quick. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take my scented beads right here and put them in a Ziploc bag so that I can color them. It's really simple, it's very inexpensive, and you can actually keep the Ziploc bags later to use when you're doing another brown freshie. So I'm going to take my little scoop right here and get a very small amount of this mica powder because it goes a long way, and if you put too much, then your beads kind of fall apart and then they don't cook very well. So you always start out with just a little bit and then add a little bit more until you get the color that you want, but you definitely don't want to put too much in there because then it doesn't bake right. So I'm just shaking it up, making sure that all the beets are covered and to a color that I like, and I like that one right there, but I don't know, I might add a little bit more. And then you put the nail in the middle where you want your string to go through, and then you will just add your beads all the way around that nail and make sure that the nail stays flat and doesn't get crooked or fall over or anything like that. And then you can see I make a mess when I do this, but that's okay. You can always just pick it up and put it back in the mold, and it's no big deal. So I'm just scooping the beads, or like kind of pushing them around the freshie mold to make sure that they're in all those little bitty corners and grooves and things like that, because you want it to bake evenly. And so I'm using that scoop just to kind of, I don't know, make it nice and even. And then I'm going to pick all these little extra ones that fell out and put them back in there. Okay, now that I've got those all in there and smoothed out and even, I'm just giving you a really good look, a close-up look, how I got all those beads inside all those little crevices and corners of the little horns. And now I'm going to bake it in the oven on 380, and I'm going to start off with 8 minutes. You always want to go low and slow when you're cooking these freshies. So I'm going to go for 8 minutes, and then we'll check it after that, and then add a little bit of additional time, a little bit at a time. So I've taken it out after the 8 minutes, and what you want to do is you want to put your finger on it, and if the beads like come up with your finger, then you need to put it back in. It's not done baking. So I usually go maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes at a time and do it in very small increments. And then when you take it out and your freshie is not sticking to your fingers, then it's done, and you can go around the edges with this little silicone brush and smooth down. It'll have little spikes from where it was sitting up higher before it was baked, because when it bakes it will get a little bit skinnier. It'll get a little bit flatter. So when it's up on the edges like that, they leave little spikes, but when it's all nice and hot from the oven, you can use this little silicone brush and smooth down those edges. And if you miss one or two, that's okay. You can always cut them off as soon as you take it out of the mold, and it's no big deal. So here's the end result. and I'm going to let it cool and then take it out of the freshie mold. And I'll probably let it cool just a little bit longer. There you can see the cute little Highland cow. She's got a little bow. And take the nail out. It's perfectly fine to take it out now. And I'm trying to show you, there are a couple little spikes up there in the corner, and I'll cut those off with the scissors. It's no big deal. And then we'll get painting. So when you paint the freshie, you want to use matte acrylic paint. And a lot of the freshie people say to use the Craft Smart brand from Walmart. It's very inexpensive, very cheap, and it really does a good job. I use some of that. I use some from Hobby Lobby. You just want it to be matte, because if it's not matte and you're trying to sell these and you put them in bags and stuff, the matte will, or the acrylic, the glossy will come off of your freshie and it won't stay on very good. So you always want to get matte. And I'm just kind of using one of those little paint daubers to put it on the bow, and while the paint is still wet, I'm going to add some of this ultra fine glitter that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to put glitter on the bow just to make it a little cutesy and sparkly, because I mean, she's a girl and that's fun. So I got the glitter on there, and then I'm just going to tap the excess off on this little piece of paper, because that's way too much, but I wanted to get it fully covered, and you can see it's all nice and sparkly. And then I'm just going to put the rest of this back into the glitter jar so that I can use it again on another project. And I'll take what's on that paper towel and do the same thing, because I want to keep every little bit that I can, because you know, stuff's expensive nowadays. So I just want to make sure that I don't just throw stuff away that doesn't need to be thrown away. So once I get that done, then I'm going to continue working on the cow's horns, and then we will start on the nose. And then once that is done, we'll start with the black outlining. But for now, I'm just going to let you guys watch. Right here, I'm mixing the pink into the white, because the pink that I had wasn't the shade that I actually wanted. I wanted it a little bit lighter. So I'm just going through mixing a little bit of each just to get the perfect shade that I want for a cow's cute little pink perfect nose. And so I go back and forth. I mix. First I put a little pink in there, and then I got way too much pink, and so I put a little bit more white, and then I think I found the shade that I want, but then I put it on there, and then I'm like, okay, no, this is way too light. So I'm going to add a little bit more pink, and that's the beauty of art. You can just do whatever you want, and then if it doesn't work out, you can just paint right back over it and change it up. And you know, each freshie can be different. It doesn't matter. And so now I think I found the shade that I like, so I'm going to finish out with her cute little nose, and then I'm going to start on the outline. Oops, I got some on there, but that's okay. It's wet, so it comes right off. So I'm going to finish this up, and then I'll start on the outline. And this right here is a needle tip that you can screw onto the bottle of paint. And I only had this huge black bottle of paint, so it was really hard to work with, but I really wanted to hang up this freshie in my car like that day. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to make this work. And it really hurt my hands, and it was very, very tedious. And I will be investing in a smaller bottle of black. Excuse me. I will be investing in a smaller bottle of black, because this nearly killed my hands. So I'm going to speed this up, and I'm going to quit talking, and I'm going to cut out a lot of the black, because this took a lot of time to do. I'm not going to lie. It was not that fun, but it's really cute in the end, so it was worth it. Okay, now that that paint is dry, it didn't take very long for it to dry, maybe half an hour or so, and I just kind of did some other things around the house and then came back to it. So I'm going to put this string on it to hang it from the rearview mirror, and I'm just putting a little piece of floral wire through that hole right there just to make the string a lot easier to get through the hole, because I mean, even though it was a thicker nail, that string or that twine is also very thick, so it just needs something to guide it through. So I put the string through the floral wire and then have it come out the back, and then I just loop it through and make sure it sits right on the string so that it doesn't like lean or anything when it's on your rearview mirror. And then we're going to do the same with the beads that I want to add to it in the colors that match the cow's little bow and her nose. So this was a little bit harder because these beads openings are very small, but I eventually got it to work. It took a little bit of time and a little bit of effort, but that's okay. I got it to work, and lesson learned, I will use either bigger beads or skinnier string next time. But I'll give you a good look at it and you can watch my struggle and have a good laugh. Okay, now that I've gotten those beads on there, and that was a struggle, let me tell you, I love the way that she turned out. I think she's so cute, and I can't wait to put her in my rearview mirror. So the next day, we are getting some water. We're going to get a lot of ice in there so I can stay hydrated because it was pretty warm outside, I'm not gonna lie. At least it felt really warm. I don't think it was actually that hot. I think it was in the 80s, but it felt like it was like the surface of the sun. So I'm going to get a nice cold drink in my tumbler, and that way I can stay hydrated while I go outside. Okay, here's some good shots of my car after it went through the car wash. I mean, it did a pretty good job. It wasn't like a great car wash. It was just one of those, you know, at the back of the gas station. You can tell there on my window, it's still really gross, but I mean, it never really, none of the car washes get underneath that fin really well. So the outside looks pretty good, but I'm going to do some touch-ups on it. And then here's a good shot of the inside. It's very dusty, very dirty. There's lots of trash in there. The floorboards have lots of grass and hair and just nastiness, crumbs, just lots of dirt. And so we are going to get this all taken care of. We're going to vacuum, we're going to clean, and I'm just so glad that you're here to do it with me. You're on my mind. Okay, so first thing is I brought my vacuum cleaner out and a laundry basket and a couple of little Walmart sacks or HEB sacks or whatever, grocery sacks to put the trash in. I've got some cloths for cleaning and okay, so here we are, 10:30, it's 82 degrees, it's so hot. And so I start with my hair down and you'll see here in a little while, I am sweating so bad I have to put my hair up and then I just look like a hot mess. So it was so hot. So first I'm going to go through and get all the trash out. I'm getting everything out of the driver's side door, which is where I sit, and there's some old freshies that I've had in there that I took down and just didn't ever throw away. There's an ear cuff, another freshie. There's some programs in there from Christmas time when we went to the ballet and went to Christmas concerts and things like that. So I'm going to empty my little trash can that I have over here to put little bitty things like straw wrappers and things like that. I got this little trash can off Amazon. If I can find it, I'll try to link it back in the description. So I always put extra change in my little handle right there, and look at that, that's probably like a couple dollars worth, but I always put it there and then I just forget about it and never even go back. So I'm emptying out all of the doors, all the trash. My side is always worse because I mean, really, it's only me and my youngest daughter that rides in this car because my oldest daughter, she can drive. She has her own car. She drives herself everywhere. And then my husband obviously drives his truck. So most of this trash, I can't even blame on kids. It's mine. So I'm going to go through. I've got like Sudoku books back here and word seeks because whenever I'm sitting waiting for my child to get out of like volleyball practice or band rehearsal or theater rehearsal, sometimes they don't get out right on time. And so I'm sitting there and I don't want to play on my phone all the time because I do try to limit how much screen time I have because I'm going to tell you, I'm pretty bad about it. I like to be on my phone. So when I'm trying to pay more attention to that, I like to do like Sudoku or brain games and things like that. So I have those sitting back there, and now I'm just getting all the trash out of the passenger side, and I'll do it out of the cups in here. We've got lots of trash in here, mail keys, there's some earrings in here, an extra charger, some Dayquil pills, and all kinds of things. But we're just going to go through this, and then the console that has other stuff in it. I keep like pens and pencils and aspirin and feminine products and body spray and a cleaning cloth to clean the inside of my windshield because everybody knows that I don't clean my car out very often and the inside of my windshield gets very foggy. Does yours do that? I don't know why, but this car, it seems like it gets really foggy really quickly and I have to wipe it down like every single day. So I keep one of those little microfiber cloths in my console so that I can wipe it, you know, whenever I'm in a parking lot or at a red light or something, because sometimes when that sun shines through, it's really hard to see when it gets foggy on the inside. I don't know why it does that. It gets like this film on there and it takes forever to get it off, and I have to seriously get like glass cleaner to get it off. Does your car do that? Let me know down below. How can I prevent that from happening? Maybe I just need to wash my car and clean my car a little bit sooner and more often, but let me know if that happens to you guys. So now that I think I've got all the trash taken away, I put it all in the laundry basket just to get it out really quickly. I can go through it later, throw it away later, put all the jackets and things that I found where they go, get all these reusable bags out of my trunk, and I'm going to start vacuuming the car and giving it a good wipe down. This vacuum that I'm using is really just the vacuum that I use in my home. I don't have a special vacuum for the car. I don't have like one of the little mini vacuums or anything. Honestly, this one works just fine. It has good suction on it because it's a plug-in vacuum, and I think those have a little bit better suction than the cordless. But I just have this little roller attachment. It's kind of just like a small vacuum head attachment that I bought online to go with my Shark vacuum, and it works great. I love it to use on my couches, and I'm using it here inside my car, so it's very versatile, and you can use it for all kinds of things. So now I just switched that attachment to one of those nozzle attachments to get in those little bitty spaces to get all this yucky stuff out that was underneath the car mat. And I'm going to get all that done, and then I will vacuum the car mats really good once I get them all out. But let me just get all the rest of this floorboard vacuumed out. I think by this time I had already reached my wit's end with my hair, and I put it in a ponytail, and I was already sweating, like drenched in sweat, and I was so miserable. But I was like, you know what, I gotta get this done, I gotta get this video out, and my car's really nasty, so I just really need to do this. So I powered through it, but I was regretting every single second of this. I don't know why I decided to do it so intense, like in the middle of the day, and the heat was just crazy. I should have been in the garage, and I don't know, with a fan blowing on me. I don't know. I was miserable, but look, let's just power through it and get the rest of this car cleaned out.
I think I know now, I'm thinking about it. Tell me it's not over. I'm thinking about it. You're on my mind. I think I know now, I'm thinking about it. Tell me it's not over. I'm thinking about it. You're on my mind.
Okay, now I'm going to get started on the console right here, cleaning it out and wiping it down. I'm going to take out this little insert that sits in here because it was nasty. I don't know how this thing gets so, well, I guess I do. I mean, I wait forever to clean out my car, and I use it every single day, whether I'm putting a drink in there or my phone or trash, whatever. I mean, there's just stuff always in here. So I'm going to wipe it out really good and then get the rest of the car wiped down. As I'm sitting here doing this and wiping it all down, I'm sitting here wondering, why did I do this to myself? Like, I know I wanted to get a video of it. I know that I needed to clean my car out, so I might as well get a video of it while I do it. But oh my gosh, it was so hot. At least it felt like it was hot. It was probably still just in the upper 80s, but I was dying. So I was thinking, man, I know why people pay to get their cars detailed and not do it themselves. And that's why car washes cost so much when you have somebody come and detail your car. But at the end of it, I'm glad that I did it, and I will probably continue to do it because car washes are very expensive when you have somebody come do it yourself. And if I have all the tools at home to do it, I just need to do it and not complain about it. But on this day, I was complaining about it. So now I'm going to put a new trash liner inside this little trash can, and I absolutely love this thing. I want to get another one for my daughter for her car. Hopefully she'll use it. Who knows? I like to use it, especially if you've got, little straw wrappers that you need to throw away, or, spit out your gum and you don't want to, get it on anything else, and just little bitty things. Now, it's definitely not huge, so you're not going to be able to put a whole bunch of stuff in there, but, and you can even use those little doggy bags that you can get at like Dollar Tree to use as liners. You don't have to use anything fancy. So now I'm going to move on to, I don't know what this is called. The trim of my car, I don't know, and get all the dirt that is like inside of your door that a car wash can't get, but your car definitely gets dirty there. So my husband gave me some Meguiar's cleaner to use on that, as well as any spots that the car wash missed that still are very spotty, because the West Texas dirt here, sometimes it'll rain like a couple drops, but I guess there's dirt inside of that rain, and it just leaves little spots everywhere, like you can see right here. So I'm going to go through on both sides of my car and get all of this taken care of, and then we'll head on to the trunk. Oh, this is an interesting topic that I kind of wanted to go over. As I'm cleaning these front seats, like the driver's side and this passenger side front seat, the seats have little holes in them that things get caught in. I think it's because these are heated and cooling seats, and little things get stuck in there, and they're kind of a pain to clean. But I'm just interested, does everybody like cooling seats? Like, before I had this car, I did not like cooling seats. I thought it felt weird. I thought it felt like I wet my pants or something. I did not like the way that it felt. But now, having this car and having over 100-degree weather, The cooling seats definitely come in handy and help cool me off. So let me know your opinion. Are you one that really likes the cooling seats? I mean, I know everybody loves heated seats, but are you one that actually likes cooling seats, or do you not? I am definitely pro cooling seats now. Now that we have moved our way back to the trunk, I wanted to put these little organized, actually they're just kind of like hard-sided bags that I got at Home Goods, but I've been looking for something like a trunk organizer or something to put my groceries in so they don't roll around everywhere when I buy, when I stop in somewhere. I don't want to just put it in the back of my car and it rolls around everywhere. So I thought that this was a pretty inexpensive solution for that. I got 2 of these bags from Home Goods, TJ Maxx, whatever, and put them in there, and I thought that that was perfect. It can hold all of my other reusable bags that I got from my grocery store, and whenever I go and stop in somewhere, I can just put it inside these boxes and nothing is ever loose and nothing gets broken and everything just stays nice and tidy. Okay, now that I'm done fighting with that little screen in my trunk, I'm going to give you guys an overall look of how everything turned out. I've got my freshie hanging up in my rearview mirror, and everything's all nice and clean and ready for me to go to work. And on this day that I was filming, I was actually off of work, so that was nice. But here is an overall look of everything. I love the way that it turned out. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. And I'm going to now enjoy my clean car, and then I'm going to go in and take a shower. But I'm going to leave you guys with the rest of the video. I'm so glad that you guys are here with me today. Please like my video. Please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Please share, because I want to really get this YouTube channel going strong, and I really want you guys to keep coming back. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.